Alrighty guys, I figured since this car got so much attention, I'll do a little bit of a walk around and talk about some details with this car and some of what I plan to do with it. Alright, this is the 71 Matador 2-door that I have. The 4-door is in there still. This is an original. This car is basically all original the way you see it. Still got the original motor, 304 V8. Since it's a 71, it's considered a high compression 304. Still has all the original stuff on it. I have the original valve covers. I changed the valve covers a while back, so I thought these were cooler. But the whole motor itself is untouched. Still has the factory 2-barrel carb on it. AC car, power steering, power disc brakes. It's a very pretty good option car. Has the original vacuum wipers. That's kind of a novelty. Are pretty useless in the rain, actually. It's an original Matador red is the color, which is this color right here. Original 2-door hardtop, which is what I like about it. Red interior. This is not the factory steering wheel. The factory steering wheel was a lot bigger than this. Factory dash, not cracked or nothing, which is really nice. This package tray back here is actually pretty hard to come by, considering this one is pretty intact and complete. Back seats in decent shape. But this car is kind of similar to my other car that I have in the other Matador, in the fact that it does need floors and inner rockers. As you can see the ground. But that's just free AC right there. See if I can't pull the carpet back just some. That is the original carpet, by the way, too. She is a bit holy in some areas. You can see some of the rust down there and around the seat frame and seat brackets. You can see some more of the rust down in there. The floor itself is actually pretty solid. Just needs some patches put up front. The back half is actually really nice. And this car is a very complete car. I have taken some parts off of it, but I have a lot of the parts. Some of the parts are in here. This is one of the original badges off the car. All the marker lights and everything are in there still. I'd like to say this car has an Earl Shive paint job because the paint job is very crappy. They didn't even mask off the weather stripping or nothing, and it's got a lot of Bondo and chicken wire and everything down here, which is why I'm probably not going to do any body work to this car, at least not for a long time, because I'm really putting off taking all that Bondo off and seeing how rough the body is. All the glass is in it, completely not cracked or nothing. Really nice glass. Decent bumpers. And the trunk itself is okay. That's one of the original wheels off the car. All the trim and everything that's not on the car currently is back here. The seat belts and everything. Headliner. The floor is decent. It needs some work done to it. Has some rust along the back right here. And in the corners. That's some of the stuff I was talking about right there. I don't want to really mess with the bodywork because of stuff like that. It's really nice. The trunk jams are really nice. Not rotted out, which is good. I do have the original trunk lid off this car. I just took it off because the original trunk lid had some rust starting right here in this corner right here, and this one was pretty solid, so I just put it on it instead. This side's a little bit nicer in some areas. The paint's a lot nicer because I actually tried buffing on it to see if the paint had any shine to it, and it does. More of some of the rust that's on it right here. The frame is questionable at best. Door panels are actually pretty decent in the car. The seat is kind of got me puzzled why this half, the passenger side, is a lot more chewed up than the driver's side. Original AC car. There you can kind of see some more of the crappy patches that they put on the floors and some of the holes on the passenger side. And then the guy who I got this car from, he messaged me, wanted to trade for LS that I had in the garage. And I've always wanted one of these, so we made a deal because he was going to take this car to the scrapyard because he couldn't find any parts for it. But me being an AMC guy, I can pretty easily source parts for this car throughout the AMC community, which is really nice. Here, I'll take you down in here. Door jambs are decent, which is nice. It's a very nice car. I want to say that mileage is definitely 118,000, not 18,000 for sure. Visors are excellent in this car. It's a very nice car, which is why I'm going to save it, because it deserves to live on, and I want to preserve it because there aren't too many of these cars left, and once they're gone, they're gone. And this car is well worthy of being restored and taken back to something that is presentable and able to preserve the history of this car. I was originally going to do a red, white, and blue paint scheme on this car, but the more I look at this car, I probably will just go back with the original paint scheme, which is Matador red down here. And it had a painted black roof in the factory. Not a vinyl roof, but a painted black roof, which is really nice because it being a painted black roof, it helped preserve the roof that's underneath of it. So it's really nice and solid up here. It has some rust on the roof, but not terrible at all. It's got a little rust starting down here around the window channel. That can be repaired. It's a very nice car, which is why I am going to preserve it, and you guys will see this a lot more on the channel coming up in the future, probably next year, because when it gets cold out here, I won't be out here in the cold working on this thing in the snow. It's a very cool car that I'm sure a lot of people haven't seen, and I just can't wait to get it all put back together and back out on the road reliably. I do need to do some brake work. It has front brakes but no rear brakes, which is great for burnouts, but I don't want to do any burnouts with this car because it has the original transmission in it, and the original transmission is like glass, so it shifts perfectly the way it is right now. It rides smooth. I do need to take the fuel tank back out because the fuel tank is leaking around the seams, and then the gas gauge doesn't work because the sending unit has an issue with it. But once I do all that, this car will be a great highway car, and I plan on making this car hopefully reliable enough where I can take it on Hot Rod Power Tour next year, which will be great. Alrighty guys, that's it. I just wanted to take you guys for a little bit walk around, get a little bit more in depth about this car, because everyone seemed to like this car a lot with my last video I posted. Hope you all enjoy. Thanks for watching.